Alright, we need to farm down the Salamence here. Come on. And he gets to a charge move. I think that's just a Bone Club. We're very glassy. Can we survive it? We survive the Bone Club. What's in the back? A Ferrothorn. Look at the damage. Oh my goodness. Outrage coming through. This is resisted, but Shadow Salamence doesn't care about typings. Boom. And we take the game. Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we are taking a look at an extremely spicy Pokemon. We are taking a look at Shadow Salamence in the Great League. This is a Pokemon that is very high risk, high reward. It outputs a ton of damage, but is exceedingly frail and really needs shields to succeed. I did end up trying out this Pokemon and ended up doing pretty well. I basically won half of my battles, so about a 50% win rate. So all in all, it ended up working out really well. So without further ado, we'll hop into these battles. And we're hopping into the first game here. I have run this line with Meganium as well as with Obamasnow up front. So this is with the Meganium version. They safe swap into Stunfisk, and that was a mistake. Now it's Salamance's time to shine. I can safely double shield here and Fire Fang all the way down, and I'm going to have a ton of energy to threaten Swampert with and get those shields back. As you can see, only able to throw 2 Rock Slides. I'm able to Fire Fang all the way down, and now I'm going for Outrage. This would be doing massive damage because I get same type attack bonus and Shadow bonus, so they're going to need to shield this. They're going to go for a charge move. This better not be a Hydro Cannon because I survive a Hydro Cannon. It's a Hydro Cannon. I live. They're going to have to throw more energy or I would get to another Outrage. And now they are completely out of energy. They are energy dry. I come back in with Meganium, scare it off, and a Skarmory comes in. Okay, this is not the best situation ever, but so long as I can get the last shield and get it low enough, I should be able to get to an Earthquake on Meganium and take it out. And from there, the Swampert shouldn't be able to reach a Sludge Wave in time. Okay, so I am going to try and sneak an extra Air Slash through. Unfortunately, my opponent did not allow that to happen, so Sky Attack comes through. I'm going to over farm by 4 here, so 3, 4. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird, so that way they are forced to either shield or take a ton of damage. We get the shield, which is perfect. Now my opponent does a really good job of over farming because they realize that they win CMP versus my Skarmory. They're going to take me out. I come back in with Meganium. It's a race. And we're able to get to the Earthquake, which is huge. This is going to be taking out the Skarmory, and from here we should be in a really good spot as the Swampert was out of energy. The Swampert is going to be able to get to a Hydro Cannon, but that's not going to be enough to take out the Meganium, and the Shadow Salamence team takes the win. Let's go. All right. So a really good first game there. Hopping into the next game here. Now we're leading the Obamasnow variant for better flyer coverage, and we get a flyer. This is perfect. Okay, so we're doing double super effective damage to Altaria. I over farm here intentionally just in case they were going to try and catch the charge move, and we are going to get a shield because that would do so much to Altaria, and we are able to get to a second Weather Ball, so we caught them over farming, and they're going to have to use both shields, so we're in a really good spot here. They throw, I'm going to shield up the Sky Attack because that would do a ton of damage to me. And now they're going to try and catch my charge move. So I don't throw, they switch into Skarmory, and I switch into Salamence. And we're going to be able to do so much damage with Fire Fang. Watch what happens to this poor Skarmory. Just getting absolutely shredded by Fire Fang and farmed down. Brutal. And we have an Outrage ready to go for this Altaria. That takes out the Altaria. Hitmonchan in the back. They are able to farm down, but we were able to take out about a quarter of their health. Okay. They're just going to go straight for the power-up punch because they realize their only play is just farming me down. I quick swap into Obamasnow and go for the Energy Ball, and that is going to be taking out the Hitmonchan after some lag and giving us the game. As you can see, Shadow Salamence, if you can give it shields, and if shields are down for your opponent, is an absolute monster. It outputs an incredible amount of damage. Hopping into the next game, another Altaria lead. This is amazing. Stunfisk, Salamence. I can very safely double shield here and farm all the way down, and I'll be able to get a shield back on Altaria with the Outrage. We are going to need to expend that second shield, as I mentioned, but we're going to have quite a bit of energy. Unfortunately, Altaria will probably be able to farm us all the way down if they want to, but we should still be in a pretty good position because we have a very healthy Obamasnow ready and waiting. Outrage, that does get the shield, and they are going to be able to Dragon Breath us all the way down. We're going to come in with Obamasnow. We can tank a Sky Attack. It's going to hurt, but we can tank it, and then we're more than likely going to be switching into... Oh, it looks like we're going to throw the Weather Ball to get the shield, and then we're going to be switching into Skarmory. We get the shield, and we swap into Skarmory. Okay, so we should be in a pretty good spot here. Any charge moves they throw are resisted, so we are fine. We are in a really good spot, and we are going to build up a little extra and go for the Sky Attack. This should be taking out the Altaria, and we'll see what's in... Oh no, it's Meganium, and we're going straight for the Sky Attack. This is going to be doing a ton of super effective damage, and the Meganium resigns the game. So we're able to take the game. As you can tell, this is a very, very fun Pokemon to use. Absolutely need shields, but oh boy, is it fun to just delete things. We get a horrible lead. We don't really have a good answer to Marowak, so we actually swap into our Skarmory here. Okay, this is not a great position to be in. And they're going to be going straight for the big hitting charge move. It is the Shadow Ball, and they're going to be able to fire spin down. So this is not ideal. They actually swap in a Azumarill. Huge mistake by my opponent, as now I have this switch locked into my Obamasnow. And Azumarill is the biggest threat on his team to Salamence. So he voluntarily brought it out. It's a big mistake by him, and one I'm going to be able to take advantage of. Going for the Energy Ball, it connects. That does a ton of damage. And I'm going to go for a Weather Ball right before he gets to his charge move. Doesn't quite take him out. At this point, I'm realizing I need to save both shields for Salamence. That is my win con here. I switch out into Salamence, and we'll let it go to work. It farms down Azumarill, and in comes the Marowak. I'm going to need to farm this Marowak all the way down to have a chance at success in this game. They go for the Shadow Ball. We get the shield. They didn't bait, which is huge. I'm going to go for an Outrage just to get the last shield. This is going to be really, really tough, though. We need to farm down this Marowak. Charge move coming through. I am going to be shielding this up, and it's a bait. Oh, no. They can probably get to another charge move. Come on, farm it down. Ooh, they get to a charge move. That's 4. I think it's just a Bone Club. Do we survive it? We do. We're able to take out the Marowak. It's a Ferrothorn in back. Look at the damage. And we're able to get to an Outrage. This is not very effective, but Salamence doesn't care about typings, takes it out, and wins the game. Oh my goodness, Shadow Salamence, you animal. We're hopping into the next match here, leading Obamasnow into Shadow Hypno. This can be a decent matchup or a bad matchup depending on if they're carrying Fire Punch. We are going to go for our Weather Ball to do some nice chunk damage, and we swap into our Skarmory, and this will more than likely be a Thunder Punch. Every Shadow Hypno is carrying Thunder Punch these days for Azu coverage. Okay, and we go for the Sky Attack. Unfortunately, can't quite get there as the Hypno is going to throw. We're going to barely survive this Thunder Punch and go for a Sky Attack. This is more than likely going to get a shield from Hypno, as the Shadow Hypno is pretty glassy. They try and commit to the farm down, but we're going to be able to get them very low. So they're going to have a charge move, but we should be able to Powder Snow down. We're going to wait our clock, come in with Obamasnow, and really hope they don't have Fire Punch. That's our win con here. And they don't, which is huge, and we're able to Powder Snow down. Let's see what they have in the back for us. They're waiting, they're deciding. They bring in a Azumarill, which doesn't have a great matchup. That tells me it's probably something weak to ice in the back. Either a Flyer or a Grass, maybe. I'm hoping for a Grass, because if it's a Grass, Shadow Salamence is going to destroy. I am going to shield this up, and over farming, and they switch in a Chestnut. So I'm going to go for the Weather Ball to get the shield, and come in with Salamence. Oh my goodness, look at the damage. Salamence absolutely shredding. I'm going to shield up this superpower, so that way the next one they throw is going to be debuffed. Okay, let's see how much this debuffed superpower does. Honestly, not horrible. We're still in a good spot here. They bring in a Azumarill. I'm going for the Outrage. This is very, very resisted by Azumarill, but that +1 Fire Fang is able to take the game. Again, Shadow Salamence does not care about typing. It's absolutely ridiculous in terms of the amount of damage it can output. Obamasnow into Whiscash. Okay. This is a decent matchup so long as we can land the Energy Ball. I do build up and I bait with a Weather Ball to hopefully get a shield. And we get a shield, which is fantastic. And now let's see if they're baiting. I'm going to shield, I'm calling a Blizzard, and it's a Blizzard, so huge call there. I'm now going to build up and go for the Energy Ball. I'm hoping that they think that I'm baiting. Okay, they did. Perfect. They switch in a Scrafty, I counter with Skarmory. The fact that they're staying in instead of switching out tells me that their back line might be weak to flying. So either another fighter or a grass. We're really hoping it's grass, because if it's grass, Salamence is going to absolutely destroy. And we're going to let this foul play go. That's fine. I'm hard reading grass in the back, so I am going to come in with Salamence. And they resigned, so I'm guessing it was a grass in the back and they wanted no part of Fire Fang Shadow Salamence. Alright, hopping into the next game here. Obamasnow into Skarmory. This is not the best lead for us, as we're doing neutral and they're doing super effective. But we are going to be able to connect with this Weather Ball. This is going to do a decent amount of damage. And then we're going to swap into our Skarmory to catch the charge move. Okay, so we're in a pretty good spot here because that is going to be resisted. And we baited out the Azumarill. This is big. And here I actually don't throw. I let them throw because I'm going to Brave Bird, but I want the Ice Beam to connect before I Brave Bird. I overfarm again, and I'm going for the Brave Bird now. So that way, those 3 bubbles go on me before I am debuffed. Okay? Now I'm going for a Sky Attack, which I was able to get to because I waited to throw my Brave Bird, and they farmed down. I'm going to come in with Obamasnow. I am going to let this go. And we're going to go for the Weather Ball. This is resisted, but it should hopefully be enough to take out Azumarill, and then it's Salamence time. Switching into Salamence, Skarmory comes in. Look at the damage. Oh my goodness. Skarmory is being absolutely shredded by this Salamence, and they switch in a Shadow Machamp. Okay. This is not ideal, as Shadow Machamp also doesn't care about typing. We're going for an Outrage to get the shield. We get it low enough. Maybe 1 Powder Snow. Ooh, okay. We shielded it up, but we got a Powder Snow through. So maybe 1 more Powder Snow can take it out. It does. Come on. Skarmory comes back in, and they win on 1 HP. So close, but they were able to take the game. All right, hopping into the next battle here. Looks like a little bit of lag. Obamasnow into Deoxys, and I instantly safe swap into Skarmory because Obamasnow does not have a good matchup against Defense Deoxys. And I'm going straight for a Sky Attack in the hopes of forcing him to, switch out, but it looks like he's staying in. He's more than likely going to be going for the Thunderbolt, as that would be doing a tremendous amount of damage to Skarmory. And it does. Wow, okay. And actually goes for it. Is that a Psycho Boost? Psycho Boost to take me out. Hey, you know what? Whatever works. Switch in a Salamence, and they bring out a Azumarill. So we've baited out a Azumarill, and our switch timer's almost up. So we are going to need to expend a shield here. But once our switch timer's up, we are going to load an Outrage and switch into Obamasnow. And now, since we baited out the Azumarill, we should be in a really good spot. I'm going to go for the bait here, see if we can get a shield. We get a shield. Oh, it would have been bad if he called that. Okay, so I'm now going to let that go. It's a play rough. That's totally fine. And now I'm going for the Energy Ball. Hopefully they think we are baiting a second time. They did. Huge damage. Okay, we're in a good spot here. All right. They bring back in the Deoxys, and we go for the charge move. Okay. And they swap in an Obstagoon, and we bring back in Salamence. We're going straight for the Outrage to get the last shield, and now we're going to attempt to Fire Fang down. Oh my goodness. Absolutely shredding Obstagoon. We're going to shield this. We really need him to not get the Night Slash boost. He does not, and we're able to Fire Fang all the way down. And we get to the Outrage, and this is going to be more than enough to take them out. Perfect. Shadow Salamence closing the game yet again. Alright, we are hopping into the next battle here. Okay, and this was back when I was leading Meganium. We pick up a pretty good lead here. So they're going to be switching out into Victory Bell, and it's Salamence season. Oh my goodness, absolutely deletes Shadow Vic. They bring out Bastiodon, which is not great, but we're going to be able to get to an Outrage. This is resisted, mind you, and Bastiodon has a huge defense stat. That absolutely chunks. From here, I'm realizing I need Meganium on Bastiodon. Because Skarmory on Bastiodon is such a bad matchup for Skarmory without Flash Cannon. So I'm going to bring this in, and I am going to be shielding this up because I will need a very healthy Meganium since I'm able to hit both of his Pokemon for super effective. With Frenzy Plant and Earthquake correspondingly, I'm over farming a bunch and going for a Frenzy Plant. So I threw right before he got to his charge move, and from here I should be in a good spot. I'm going to shield this up, then I can safely farm up to 2 Frenzy Plants, use one to take out the Bastiodon, and then use another to do a ton of super effective damage onto the Unova Stunfisk. First Frenzy Plant coming through. This is more than enough to take out the Bastiodon, and we have another one. And that's really the importance of energy management, is by over farming I was able to get a whole extra Frenzy Plant that I wouldn't have had. I switch into Skarmory to force him to throw his energy. Let's see. Yep, and he does throw the Discharge. Unfortunately, he's going to need more than that, and I'm able to get to the Sky Attack. And even though this is resisted, it is going to be taking out the Stunfisk and giving us the game. So another Salamence win, as you can see, absolutely shredded Victory Bell. My goodness. Alright, we're hopping into the next match. Horrible lead. And this was one of the games that did make me decide. And they switch in a Surfetched. Interesting choice here, but watch how they play this. They play this so well. This was one of the games with a Skarmory lead that really made me decide to switch into Obamasnow. So we end up shielding up, and it's a Leaf Blade bait. And they're going to get to the close combat on 1 HP. Oh, it hurts. I don't want to double shield because Salamence needs shields, and we go down. This is not the best by any means. Okay. I decided to bring out Salamence. Let's see what they have. They're waiting a while. They were not prepared. They bring out Skarmory. Oh, they bring out Chestnut, and oh my goodness. Shadow Salamence absolutely destroying hopes and dreams. Oh my goodness. I switch into Meganium to force them to throw their energy, because at this point I don't need Meganium, it's dead weight. So I can force the Chestnut to unload all of their energy, and that way I can save the shield for when Skarmory throws. And here I'm actually able to farm down, which is amazing. I get to the Earthquake. This is going to be doing some nice chip damage, even if it is single resisted. Okay, and from here, I shouldn't have any issues with Fire Fanging down. Oh my goodness. The damage is absolutely insane. We're going to shield this up, really hoping they don't have 2 stacked. It's really close, and they did not. We're able to finish off with Shadow Salamence. My goodness. Alright, hopping into the next battle here. I believe this is the last one. They lead Surfetched. We're going to come in with Skarmory. They bring out the Stunfisk. So we were able to bait out the Stunfisk, which is fantastic. Rock Slide coming through, that's fine. We're going to go straight for the Brave Bird, because this will be doing the most damage, and that way 1 Rock Slide should take us out. Okay. They're over farming a ton on their Stunfisk. We're able to get to a Sky Attack, just because they got a little greedy with over farming, but they are absolutely loaded on energy, which is not what you want to see. They're throwing, they've got to be close to 100 energy at this point. This is not good. That Stunfisk is absolutely loaded. We bring in Meganium, basically just to soak damage. Okay, we are basically just being a damage sponge, and they bring out Surfetched. So, interesting choice. Again, we let this go. This is a Leaf Blade. It's Salamence time. Salamence is absolutely obliterating Surfetched right now. We just have to shield up 1 Night Slash, and we can farm all the way down. Okay, now we should be in a really good spot here. They are taking their time. They were not prepared. Swampert comes out. I go for the Outrage. This should be getting a shield. Okay, and they're going to throw. At this point, Salamence has served its usefulness, so I let that go down to a Hydro Cannon. I come in with Meganium. I overfarm by just a little bit, and I'm going for a Frenzy Plant. That does get the shield. over farm, and we're able to get to another frenzy plant. So he wasn't sure how much energy we had. He got a little greedy, and we were able to take him out. Stunfisk comes out, has energy. I still have a shield left, so I am able to shield that up, and we're able to get to a frenzy plant and take the game. My goodness, as you can see, Shadow Salamence, it requires shields. It's exceedingly squishy, but it is so much fun to use in the Great League. You really do need a team structure where you can bait out either their Azumarill or their Stunfisk, because, I mean, Salamence can 2-shield its way through a Stunfisk, but it's better if it doesn't have to face it. But yeah, all in all, this is such a fun Pokemon to use. It's not main meta by any means, but if you're looking to have fun, this is a really good one to use. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content where I'm using spicy Pokemon or even doing challenge videos like I've done before, definitely feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what spicy Pokemon you want me to try out in the future. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.